stress. You don't make no clap back when you backpack, my bad, but I'm past that. With an ass back, that's cash. When the money fall, I'ma slap that. Clap when the money go, you don't slap. That's facts. If the money low, I'ma grab brown man. When it come back, I'ma give it back, my bad. When the check hit, the direct hit, I'm glad. When the check missed the direct hit, I'm sad. Like, who's that knocking at my window? They say that it's the money, I'm like tenfold. Over and out. That's gon' make you up like a limbo. She said she not a, she an. Why you do that like that? It's a lot of money. Why are you mad like that? Ooh, I'm in my new bag, my bad. You ain't getting too bad, my bad. First of the month, I'ma run it back. Same day, why I'ma run it back. Friday, payday, run it back. Run it back, run it back, run it back. 48 yards, I run it back. I cop a car, I run it back. Go on your then run it back. Run it back, run it back, run it back.
Cook it up, gourmet. I go Super Saiyan, gold tank. Anything I ever do is top rank. Got more boards than a Shawshank. Cook it up, gourmet. I go Super Saiyan, gold tank. Anything I ever do is top rank. Got more boards than a Shawshank. I don't wear ball mains. All I ever do is ball main. I am not a rapper, they all lame. I am not dope, I'm hard. Wait, I can power up and level up at any moment. Spitting like a semi, only give me semicolon. Couple zeros like I'm sending yell nets. Every flow is unmatched and I better get set in. Finish them. Mess around with me and I diminish them all. Even if I ever did the minimum, all. In the end result, I'm better killing them all. Rogue One, but I got a team with me. Batman when I got a team with me. I get mean, I get green. Show the whole game what's never been seen. Cook it up, gourmet. I go Super Saiyan, gold tank. Anything I ever do is top rank. Got more bars than a Shawshank. Cook it up, gourmet. I go Super Saiyan, gold tank. Anything I ever do is top rank.
Designer sneakers hurt my feet now. Every beat is getting beat down. Couldn't eat, well watch I eat now. Like how you getting paid to freestyle? Different cities every week now. Every woman is a now. With state prop you looking bleak now. I was home to sleep designer sheets now. 30 different missions. When I speak they listen. Couldn't find the social fishing. Who the crew, it wasn't you. I know it's true cause you look like the opposition. Run it up. Greatest ever sums it up. I ain't have a lot when I was coming up. Kinda made my stomach turn when I brung it up. Wait.
Cook it up, gourmet. I go Super Saiyan, gold tank. Anything I ever do is top rank. Got more bars than a Shawshank. Cook it up, gourmet. I go Super Saiyan, gold tank. Anything I ever do is top rank.
Okay, Coach, thank you. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is in Uptown Charlotte, North Carolina at Bank of America Stadium. Just a few moments ago, this building was shaking as the Carolina Panthers emerged from the tunnel here in Charlotte. They are ready to go as the Panthers are set to match up with the Tennessee Titans. This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Down, 10 logo.
Now a first-time 1,000-yard rusher from a season ago. It's Derrick Henry. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game. So what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels. Because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
The second down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there.
And it's third down.
So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9. Now Tannehill. And he's got a man, Corey Davis. And they work this well upfield across the 45. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Just the first quarter, but tackling going to be so important going forward. They've got to limit plays like that.
And that's something when you see it happen early in the game and they don't get him on the ground, you can always tell that they were concerned about it going in. Because I can just tell you from my days, I remember being in college and learning all off-season about our season open opponent, and they had a receiver that could shake and bake with the best of them. I tackled him on the first pass of the game, and the relief was incredible. Ended up having a pretty decent ball game. But if I had missed him, it would have been a different story. Long night.
They'll fake it. Now Tannehill. Rush coming, and he's taken down. And, Charles, part of the reason they lost last week, they didn't have a single sack. Well, they changed that quickly.
But did they ever? And it was something they talked about with us extensively. They needed to get pressure. How were they going to get to the quarterback? Obviously, they schemed themselves into a great play, didn't they?
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20.
Hey, back up. 43's
Derrick Henry. And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a 3rd down and long.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, and you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Ready.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. A shotgun snap for Tannehill. Well, this is intercepted. He was trying to give it to Davis. Picked up by Cornelder. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts.
Check. Watch 54.
Following the interception, here's Bridgewater. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The sack by Harold Landry, the former Boston College Eagle.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. And a very short pickup there across the 15 to the 16. He'll get 3, but it leaves him with a big hole here on 3rd and very long.
Brings up 3rd down. Go to base. Mike spot 4.
To throw is Bridgewater. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. Credit that sack to Jabal Sheard.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Titans are going to start this drive in great field position as they take over 1st and 10.
6-man.
A 1st down carry for Henry. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Even with the good gain, I thought they might accept that one.
Yeah, you thought maybe they'd go with the downs as opposed to the yardage. So if you're taking the yardage now, 2nd and less than 5, that tells me you feel good about how your offense is working.
After the penalty, it's Henry. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
A quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers putting up their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the second and the third level.
Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 17. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
From the 22, Bridgewater got his man, Robbie Anderson. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
First and 10 at the 30-yard line.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Bridgewater now looking to throw on first. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Throwing back across his body. Picked off by the safety, Kenny Vaccaro.
Let's go now. 60 outlaw. Ready?
They'll run on first down. It's Henry. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. Tackle made by K'Wan Short.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
On second down, here's Henry. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll be a third and about 13.
We go. 360 Pittsburgh. Hey, wahoo! There we go.
Tannehill. Open man is Davis. He's got it for the Tennessee touchdown. Corey Davis, his 5th touchdown now on the year, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Extra point up and through, and that makes the score 7-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. They get 9 yards back on the run there, and they're left with a much more makeable 3rd and 2.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. They're indeed going for it. Bridgewater. Open man is Anderson. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a 1st down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. He's got the 1st down and more past midfield. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And finally marked down at the 42-yard line. That good for 22 and a 1st down.
Sometimes those lines that are drawn on a grease board or in a playbook, they come to life out on the field, don't they? And we just saw that outside handoff to the right.
That right tackle, he gets excited for that call, doesn't he?
He does, because he just wants to dominate his guy and say, listen, I was the point of attack. I took care of business. That's why you're able to get downfield and add all those yards to your total.
Yeah, really nice game there. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now Scarlett. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Give him 10 there, good enough for a Panther 1st down.
This has been a good drive so far, and it's been the running game for the most part that's powered them down there. Another nice burst there, picking up a 1st down. Now it's 1st and 10, as you said, in the red zone.
Another run, this time McCaffrey. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. 11 more on that one, and another 1st down.
Check 3. 22, check, Bama. 22, check, Bama. Back.
2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress. And he is in. Touchdown, Carolina. Christian McCaffrey hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season, as they are now on the board here in the 1st half. Gano the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end. Zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
Ready up.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They'll run with Henry. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. Earlier this half, you were wondering how the defense was going to handle him defensively. Were they going to bottle him up at different levels, so to speak, is what you said. What have you seen so far?
Well, I think they've been absolutely terrific because it feels like on every play, if we were watching this in the film room, when you clicked off the film or stopped it, you would see 11 shirts of that same color right there in the frame trying to tackle him. That's what you're looking for. It looks like, yes, it is 6 defensive backs on the field for Carolina.
They're going with a dime set.
117, 117. Recon, 132 fighter. Let's go.
10th carry now for Derrick Henry. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. An 11-yard pickup for the Titans and a first down.
I remember watching Derrick Henry come out of Alabama and sitting with some scouts, and one of the debate points with him was, while at Bama, how often did he have to deal with contact near the line of scrimmage? They were so good up front that he often got to the second level pretty easily. I think he's starting to answer those questions with runs like that. He's a physical guy.
On 1st and 10, Tannehill. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now, just under 30 seconds to go in this first half.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Tannehill now to throw. Flushed out right. Got him in. It's Brown. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That one covers 29 yards. First down.
Let's go. 15 line. 15 line.
Watch 38. Single, slot. Hey, you on an
Deep grip.
On first down, Tannehill. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So the pass incomplete in the end zone, but contact and pass interference.
And now where does the ball get placed?
At the 1-yard line.
1-yard line. They gave up excellent real estate on that one. That's going to work really, really well for the guys who threw it.
I got you. Leo. Come. Get it.
From the gun, here's Tannehill. And he's got it. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Corey Davis as the first half is winding down. And the Titans have taken the lead. Extra point splits the uprights. And that makes the score 14-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be taken short. And not a particularly good return here as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A one-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. The Titans hold the lead, and they'll get the football first as the third quarter gets underway. They'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. Looking to throw on second down. Bridgewater. Open man is Samuel. Complete. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45.
Mike 54. Mike 54. Here we go. Here we go.
From the gun, Bridgewater. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
Now a give, right side, McCaffrey. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. And here we go again.
On the jet sweep, here comes Moore. And he takes it into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown. DJ Moore, his 4th touchdown on the year, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Extra point try good by Gano, and we are tied at 14. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about it.
And now he lost the football. Tannehill loses it.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Throwing on second and long. Tannehill. This one complete to Jordan Reed. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
Throwing on 3rd down, Tannehill. He's going deep for Brown. And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. A big play that time for the Titans. And even 50 yards. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
43 the mark. 43 the mark. I got you.
Now it's Tannehill. Got a man, and it's taken in for a Titans touchdown. 3 touchdown passes now for Ryan Tannehill as his guys are able to regain the lead. No problem there on the extra point, and the lead is now 21-14. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They did what they had to do to start this 3rd quarter, went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
At the 38-yard line.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. To throw, Bridgewater. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down. That last completion certainly not what they were hoping for, as now they'll try to convert on 3rd.
He's not going to get me. Watch twist. Watch twist. Watch the signal. Check 3.
That one complete to Anderson. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Panther 1st down.
Here we go.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him? Either fellow receivers or offensive linemen. That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Here's McCaffrey. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. The tackle was by the Boston College product, Harold Landry.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest game, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
They'll run it with Scarlett. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. It's a Panthers 1st down, 17 yards on the play.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary, and that led to a really nice game.
2nd and 7 at the 32-yard line.
Mike 5-4. Mike 5-4. Mike 5-4. You can't block me. You can't block me. Watch out. 6-4. Check the backer. Check the backer. Check. Kill.
On 2nd down, McCaffrey. He's got a 1st down and much more inside the 20. Touchdown, Carolina! Christian McCaffrey with touchdown number 2 in the game, and now 11 on the year, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. The extra point, and we are tied at 21. And we're back now in Charlotte, where the 4th quarter will begin with a kickoff following the score on the final play of the 3rd quarter. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
At their own
The Titans offense set to begin the drive, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there. And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal, because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
That second down run, a big help, as 7 yards leaves him with just a 3rd and 3 now.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Tennessee getting the first down on a big play of 18 yards. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch.
Go!
Now a first down throw, Tannehill. It's caught by Davis. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Back to throw, Tannehill. Complete, it's Henry. Fighting ahead at the 15. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 15-yard line.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to...
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Tahir Whitehead able to get in there and run him down for what's going to be a loss of 15 yards all told. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. Now it's Henry. 9 yards on the pickup, but even after that, they're left with a 3rd and very long.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Out of the gun, Tannehill. And this is going to be intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So they thought they were going to break the tie. The defense had other plans. They were already in field goal range. But boom, an interception.
I don't know if this was a case of being a little bit too greedy with the opportunity to put points on the board. But give credit to the guys on the defensive side. Hung in there, battled, and made a key play.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Hey, we got to get to the ball, team. We got to get to the ball. Let's keep moving. Convert. Hey, switch gears. Switch gears.
A handoff. McCaffrey running right. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. And they're facing a big 3rd down now in this tie ball game. Bridgewater. And that is incomplete. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
Pilardi now on to punt as he sends this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. So a change of possession here on the punt. And it'll be Titan football.
Let's go.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4's kind of, you're like, oh man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's in it?
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Brian Burns in there to record the 2nd sack of his young NFL career. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Tannehill now to throw. Big hold of the 30, and this one complete to Reed. And all the way up to the 33-yard line. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on 3rd.
Get it, baby. Get it, baby.
Here we go. Set. 50. Plant.
Tight into the right, boy. Tight into the right. Move.
Hey, dude. Come.
43 is the mic, boy. 43. Check. 40.
Play.
Down to lose one. 43 is the mic. 43 is the mic. Not today, you are. Not today.
Now it's Tannehill. Looking long for his tight end Reed. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. The way he's throwing the football today, almost a surprise when he doesn't complete a pass like happened there, but he needs a few more to get his guys downfield.
Well, the way he's thrown it leads him to believe that he's going to get those completions, and that means the guys going out for passes, they'll run even harder because they expect it as well.
Ready.
Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down.
Ready.
Check that. We're Mike 52 right here.
They snap it to Tannehill. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. The Titans try it, but ultimately they fail on 4th down. And the Panthers are going to get it back in excellent field position.
Set. Hey, hold on. Watch my board. Here we go, D. Here I come.
And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard at the Titans' 16-yard line.
So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This to almost certainly win the football game. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. Running with the fullback, Alex Arma. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Now they get the timeout. It leads you to wonder, will they kick it here or risk running another play and possibly not getting down in time? We'll see. So it all comes down to the right foot of Graham Gano. His first attempt of the afternoon, and it's for the win. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. He hasn't missed a kick all year. Why would he start now?
That's a great question, isn't it? Well, maybe because that was the most nerve-wracking kick he had to attempt all year. But he knocked it through just like it was an easy chip shot.
The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Set. Ready.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Look at the clock. Everyone knows the situation. Probably time here for one final play.
And we know what that play is going to be. It's got to be some sort of hit.
Under pressure, they got him again. Well, we saw a close game that kept us on the edge of our seats down to that final whistle. And right before that final whistle, defense with one last exclamation mark there, getting the sack to end it.
I love how you phrased it because we were waiting to see what would happen. Obviously, we thought something would happen downfield. Instead, it happens in the offensive backfield, and that's your ball game.
So for the Panthers...